Hello everyone. It's been a while since I made a video. I'm going through some things health-wise, but that's okay. Today I figured I write my prayers down in a journal, and I make my own prayer journals because they can be very expensive. So I have like tons of envelopes from mail. And I figured, well, I want to use them up. One, because they're easy to use. And two, I figured everybody has envelopes. So, I have some stuff for tags right here. I'll even cover this one. I have some paper. I have some dyed papers. I have this paper pad. It's an old paper pad. It's called Sea Glass by Kane Company. I have some other tags and little tickets. I'm just using everything that I have in my stash. This is a pocket. These are little mini bags. I have some double-sided tape. I have Barely Art precision glue. And then my daughter got me, and some 3M micropore tape. That's what I'm going to use to put them together. Sorry about that. My ruler. My scissors. But my daughter found this, I believe at a thrift store. Yeah, a Goodwill. And those are the two designs in them. It says it looks like it came from a Christmas tree shop, but who knows? But that's what I'm going to use for the cover and maybe some of the pages, because this is going to be a narrow one. The envelopes are 9.5 by 4.5. So I'm going to tape them together. But let me use a piece of the leftover paper to make my book, maybe. All right, so let me get this stuff out of the way. We'll pick this cover. I want to use this for the cover, but yeah, why not? I can cut it because I want that to be the front, and I'll just overlap it towards the back, which is fine. Or let's see, what does the other one look like? This. I'll put this on the inside. So I'll use this front one for the cover, for the outside. And I'll use this one for the inside. And they're pretty decent paper. I mean, they're just paper placemats. That's all they are. Let me get everything set up and I'll be right back. Okay. I've got two pieces here. Now, I want to leave this pocket to the outside in case I want to make a flap to close my book with. And this opening is to this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a pocket here. Just like that. But I'm not going to go all the way. There we go. Like that. So all I'm going to do is take my glue. I'm going to glue this inside part down just a little bit, or I can just take double-sided tape in here. I just need it to stay down. That's all I need. I know what I'll do. I'll flip it over so that you can see what I'm doing, because this stuff is sticky. And I'll just put it along this edge. I'll lift it up. Careful to keep it separate so that it lays down evenly. Lift that up. That's good. And I'll even trim just a tiny bit of this off. There we go. That works. You know, these little precision tips, if you don't keep them tidied up well, and I'll just glue this little piece right here down. That's good, because this is going to get covered anyway. Alright, so I'm just going to take this random piece of scrap paper left, and I am going to glue it down along here. And I can actually just use, but yes, that's going to glue this part down. I'm not making a huge pocket out of it. I can actually come down more with this pocket. I was going to sit here and do this with it. Do I want to do that now? Probably. Maybe I'll just fold it over this way. Nope. I'll go under with it. Like that. Let me just do that. Let me just do what I was going to originally do. And I'll put a thin strip of glue there, because I'm just going to make a small pocket, not a huge pocket. It may work, it may not work. Who knows? Let me get this towards the side here, or the end. Doesn't have to be perfect. I don't look for perfection in my work. That would make me crazy. And I'll put it on this one. You can even like open the top and use that as a pocket. All right. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that, but it happens. It happens. By no means am I perfect at crafting. I really am not, but I like to craft. I like making my own things. All right, let's hope I stay in the shot here, because I'll just line up the edge here. I'm just putting the two together so that I have enough room to put the tape on here. So I think I'll turn it over. And I just need it big enough for one signature. So here, that looks about right for me. Now, I'll cut these off. See, I can even use it that way, but I'm just going to use it this way. See? Just enough. Alright, so where is my 3M tape? I use this because it's a really strong paper tape. So I'll go to the back. And I just put it down so that it has some extra strength for when I sew through it. There we go. See? And I can probably fold that over and that would give me even more snow. That's fine. I'm just gonna glue it down so that's not in my way. Like I said, this is just gonna be a quick, not quick, but it's just gonna be a thrown together journal, because I can sit here and take a piece of paper, put it down here, and use it for when I close my journal to fold it over if I want that. Or I can still make a flap and make this a double pocket or one big pocket for whatever I want to put in here. So, let's see now. This will be my outside. I want this as my front. Let's see how long this is. 8 3/4 by 9 1/2. That's fine. Perfect. I want this to be my front. So let me fold this so that all my ends meet. And I will just see where I'm using the light from the window to see where my envelopes are on here. That's good. So I'm just going to hold it there. I'm going to turn it over and I'll just grab a pencil or something. And kind of mark where it's going to go. I know you can't see that. Let me fix my window. Well, there are pencil marks on here. I don't know if you can see them. But that's where my front's going to go. I do believe I'm going to cut a little after that so that I can fold it to the inside. I'm not going to worry about making this a pocket right now. I'll do that after I put the inside in. I'll make a pocket. But let me get this. Let's cut this. Oh, boy, what a day. This fits in here. And I'll cut it a little bit bigger so that I can wrap it around the front and underneath. Yeah. So I can put it on like this. Why is it so dark in here? Let's see if I can improve the lighting. There we go. All right, so I still need some underneath. So I'll go right about there. All right, I've got this wide tape. I would use glue, but that's pretty thin paper and I don't want it to buckle too much, so I'll just use the tape. I'll do it here first. Just putting it on. And then I'll just cut it off. If I need to trim it, I'll trim it. Like I say, I don't really do anything to perfection. I'm not that person. And let's see, where am I? There. Okay. Go here. And I'll go over. No, not yet. Because I'm going to make I got to put the back piece on too. So, I'll just do that. I'll just put on the whole thing. Why not? We're doing this together. So any mistakes I make, you'll learn from them and go, hey, I'm not going to do that. But prayer journals. The things that I'm going through would scare most people. But since I've started writing down my prayers, I have a lot less fear and a whole lot more calm. I'm just going to throw that in there. I will be selling it. I'm going to open an Etsy shop. I have never done that. And I may have quite a bit of time on my hands, which is fine. You know? So I'll make use of that time. I'm just going to peel all this off, make sure it's stuck down. I'll leave these two because what I want to do is this is tricky because it's hard to see the print on the back. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to make sure it's lined up. It's good enough. Let me see. Yep, that'll be nice. Because see, it'll be like that. So before I bring this over, I'm going to put my back piece on so that this wraps around it. All I'm going to do is put this down like this. Line it up. And I'll have this big starfish underneath. So this one needs to go for this one. Yep, so I'll take this one off. Yep. I'm just going to take them all off. But first, you want to do it this way? No, I'll go this way. I'm going to line this up. With this one. Not perfect, but no one's going to ever know. I know. You know. But it's all good. Why is there such a shadow? I don't know. Okay, I just opened up the blinds. Hopefully that worked. Now, I pulled all the tape off. I'm not going to make you watch me do that. And I'm just going to push it down the middle and out. Okay? Now, here's my paper. I'll cut this off. a little bit because I'm gonna fold it to the inside. So let me just not drop this again to be so loud. I'll cut it off some. I only need a little bit to fold under. That'll work. Because I can use this for a tag or a pocket on the inside. All right, and what I'll do, you know, I don't know if well, yeah, I can still put it in there. It'll be easy. I'll just cut my corners. I need to trim this a little bit. There we go. Because then I can fold this piece underneath, just like this. That way I can still make this a flap, either for the inside or the outside. It's not going to matter. Like that. And that still covers that edge nicely. And all I'd have to do is glue it. Alright, so this is my back edge. I'm going to wrap it around so that when I close it, all I get is this. Okay? Like that. That's nice and strong. So I'll add another piece of tape under here. Yep, because it's just going to be a prayer journal for a daily prayer, or for when you need to talk to God, give him something that needs to come off your chest, your mind. He doesn't want us to live in fear. No, and I don't. I have several doctor's appointments coming up. They're major ones, but I'm good. I am good. And he makes sure that I'm good. And I'm not pushing religion on anybody. I'm not pushing God or Jesus on anybody. This is just me. You can use this for whatever you want. If you decide that, you know, you want to buy it. You know, for me, it's all good. Okay, I'm going to use a bigger bottle. I still have this old bottle, but all I do is fill it with this. And just a tiny bit of water. And that's it. Are you clogged up on me? Can't be. Okay, I got it unclogged. So I'll just flip it over. I know everybody sees all kinds of these on the internet, YouTube, but it's all right. And I'm just going to take a paintbrush and just spread the glue. That way I don't have big clumps of glue. And I just pull it to the edge, move it down, because I'll probably decorate the outside. Now, pull this down, and my finger under there, and just push it out so that it lays flat. I might buy some netting, fish netting, to put around here. All right, now that that's done, Let me cover this up again before it gets, see, it's in here, but I need to get the dried glue out of so that it'll seal up properly again. Probably my head in the way, which is just great. Sorry about that. But these tops, if you got any glue in them, you could hang it up. Anyway, it is what it is. And there it is. All right, so let's get these put down so that we can cover the inside. I don't know if you can hear Big Baby snoring in the background. And she's my constant. She's our last dog before we get another. We had a total of 4 altogether, rescues. They've gone to heaven. Some of them have lived to be 17 years old, which is great. Just gonna run my nail along the edge here so that it's flat. That one, I'm not gonna worry about. I can just put a little bit of glue, pull it back in. And there's that. And then, like I said, I'll run my fingernail along the edge. And then start in the middle and fold outward. There we go. And that is nice and sturdy. Nice and sturdy. Because you've got this double edge here. Where we've doubled over on the back side. There we go. And that'll be the front of our book. I will ink the edges. I'll probably maybe round these edges. I'm not sure. We'll see how adventurous I get. But so far, I like that. There we go. That's going to be a nice one. Make sure we meet up really good. And we'll fold it down. All right. Now, I think I will do it this way. Nope. I'll flip it over. I'll do it this way. Yep. And I'm just going to come along and mark with a pencil real quick. I'll get this cut and I'll be right. Okay. I went ahead and turned this to fit. Let's make sure I've got it in the right spot. For like that. And then I went ahead and put tape down. So let me get all the tape off. Be right back. I only took one strip off because here's what I want to do. I'm going to turn it sideways. Make sure you have your front right and how you want your top, so that I don't have tape everywhere and I can't gauge where I want this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if I take all the tape off and then I stick it down, then I'm in bad shape. See, I still am. Just a tiny bit. But it happens. I mean, I could try and pull it up, but I'm not going to. I'll just trim it. Alright. Now I'll go ahead and take all the tape off. Okay. I'll probably do this in 2 parts. I know it's been long. So let me go ahead and just, I'm going to use this one, VersaFine Clair in Paradise. And I just have a makeup brush that I marked for my blues. I'm just going to pick some up and I'm just going to go over along the outside. I'm sorry this has taken so long. I'll go around the whole thing. And then for the inside, I'm going to use Warm Breeze. That's what this side looks like with the Paradise. And now let's just do the Warm Breeze on the inside. Yeah, that looks good too. I know it's taken me quite some time just to build this thing, when it should have just been an easy, quick go, but that doesn't always pan out for me. I mean, all right, there's these 2 colors, and I'm still trying to figure out why the lighting is just not optimal. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I have all these papers that I dyed with some spray inks. Let me get those folded up. I'll be right back. Okay, I have my needle. I folded all my paper. Make sure you fold your paper because this is a long, skinny one. And make sure you cut your paper the right way. So I've got it all folded and put in here to be sewn in. And I'm just going to, well, I was trying to find my mat that I usually punch my holes with, but I can't seem to find it. So I am just going to hold this up and make my holes. Now this is a lot of paper and tape that I'm going through, so that's all right. Lay it down. Make sure I'm going through. There we go. Pull it out. I won't tear it. And I'll come over here. I'll close it and I'll push it through. Now, this is pretty heavy cotton. It's just a cotton roll. It's not waxed because I sometimes I find wax leaves residue on your paper. Ooh, this ought to be fun. Let me get this done. Okay, I'm gonna go from the top because I'm gonna make some charms that'll go with the prayer journal. So I'll just go in from the outside to the middle. And the clips do help a lot. And I'll come through the bottom. See? Sorry about the lawn guys. They take care of the community and stuff. I can't believe they're working today. All right. And let me make sure I've got enough. That'll be good. I'll go through the middle. I hope. Try not to stab your other thread at the bottom. Through the middle. Sorry about that. Without stabbing the thread. I'm going to tighten it up. And there we go. So we've got the stitch on the inside and the uniform stitch on the outside. And then I'll pull it nice and snug. Let me pull my needle off. And what I do is I'll pull a little bit of that through. That way, I'm going to do a surgeon's knot. You don't want it too tight. You want there to be some give. And that's good. That's good. And I'll tie one more. That's good. Now I'll take the clips off. And that's the back. Oh, did I really? Didn't pay attention. Well, that's okay. I'll put the dangles down at the bottom then. Or I can still go up one more. But there's 30 pages. And what I'll do is I'll lay it flat for a while. There's 30 pages. And let's see, let's pull you out a little bit. Yeah. And I'll make this a pocket with a flap so that you can keep things inside, like special little notes, or if you go out to Chinese food and you get a really cool little fortune cookie thing, like I've had that, I've stuck them in here. But there's making it, and I'll probably feed it back through here, or I'll just hang a charm from there. But here it is. 9.5 by 4.5. Tall for a journal. The next video will be decorating it. So, thanks for watching. Look for part 2. Have a great 4th of July. Bye for now.